And after retirement, I lacked something to do. And when I lacked something to do, I needed first to be sure that I can be able to take care of my day-to-day activities. And I don't have a farm, so I don't have anywhere that I'll go and farm and start producing. And also that is capital intensive. And the last thing you want is start using the pension money to invest on businesses that you are not familiar with. My familiarity is in the corporate world, and I've used system. I've been addressing things online, and I thought the online space is much more better for me to try out. And most importantly, because this business did not require me to put any amount of money, or rather I didn't have to put any capital other than buying the program itself. That was better because I was buying the product to keep myself busy, learning some things, a skill, digital skills, how to position myself on the online ecosystem, how to change my identity from a corporate employee to an entrepreneur, how to be that entrepreneur on the online ecosystem, and how I can do my daily day-to-day activities on the online ecosystem without requiring a lot of money, but something that is going to keep me busy, and that is going to give me some income. So I started from a space where I felt like I was wrongly terminated from my employment. And at that point, you are at your lowest, and you're thinking that everyone is an enemy. So you're very much alone, and you're very much wondering what just happened, what did happen. After putting a lot of effort, after putting a lot of your time in an organization, skipping family matters so that you can be in the organization doing what you're supposed to do. And when you step out now, that becomes a real tragedy, because you're wondering, how else am I supposed to trust that you can create something and it is appreciated. And that's where I found myself, and ideally many of us do find ourselves in such situations. And I started following up this program, and I came across a lady who was aggressively promoting the program. And one of the things that I remember her say is that she worked in a bank, she started a business, and after that, she realized that she's spending so much only to get an income of very little, and the effort vis-a-vis the income did not match. And she was looking for something that was better returns and smaller input. And in all this, I realized that today, working smart is what really matters. It doesn't matter what efforts you're putting. If you're focused in the wrong direction, then you are not working smart. When I was a little bit younger, my father used to tell me that it is important to start something that is yours. Even if it is farming, go start farming and have a farm that is yours, that is identified with your name. If it is opening a kiosk that you're selling cabbages, carrots, potatoes, that is yours, it is your business. Go and start that business because it identifies with you. And as you work, do not just put everything in one basket. So don't rely totally 100% on the employment. And that did not make sense until this happened, and lacking something to fall back to. And not because of the finances, first because of the day-to-day expectations, my personal expectations. My body was used to waking up in the morning, going somewhere. I was used to waking up in the morning, getting busy, answering messages and that kind of a thing. The identity I had was madam. The identity I had was a colleague. The identity I had was a business to business. And that was not my business, and therefore that identity died as soon as I stepped out of the corporate organization. And I had to quickly start thinking of what identity do I fall back to. I don't even have a kiosk. I can't start keep calling myself an owner, a business owner, because I didn't even have a kiosk that I could relate with me. And I remember one day I went to the bank and I was asked by the account holder, the account person who is opening the account, and she asked me when filling the forms, and what do you do? And I went blank. I mean, what do I do? What is my career? What is my profession? What am I? What do I do? I can't say I'm a farmer because I don't even have a farm. I can't say I'm a business owner. I do not own any business. I can't say that I'm employed because I am not employed. I am out. So the question I asked her is there a career? Is there a profession that is called retiree? Because I am retired. And that got me thinking, and I started wondering what is it I can do to change my identity, to match my identity with all that I had done in the last 35 years I had been employed. And this brought in a different angle. If you are retired, you have a wealth of experience, and that is what I discovered, that my identity is based on the experience that I had. And therefore, that experience can be packaged and start creating for me an identity that will become my legacy, an identity that will become my brand, an identity that will become my day-to-day income, an identity that is going to become my day-to-day purpose. And that is what I started looking for on the online ecosystem. And I came across this system, that is going to train that trains actually ordinary people on how to first create your own website, and the identity issue started now coming to play, because I needed to start creating my identity on the online ecosystem. And what that means is that I come up with a name. How will I be identified as the founder of something? Call it legacy level, which is what I use on the TikTok. Call it anything, and I came up with that business name, that identity, that's something that is going to be mine. So that next time when I go to the bank and I am asked by a teller, what do you do? I can be able to identify myself as an entrepreneur, or I can identify myself as a professional in one or two things. Identity comes in twofold. It is an identity of who I am. I am Flora. I am a born-again Christian. I am a mother of three. I am a person who has values, and I can start mentioning my values, which I hold to the heart. And I am that person. Even if you removed my name, I am that person who is in the image of God. But there's also the other identity, which is a professional identity. And that is what keeps us going, because we are here in this world, and we are actually building the world to be a better world. So whatever you do as a professional is what you're doing, is the input that you're bringing in to build the community, to build each other, to build other people, and most importantly, to build yourself. So that first, that identity, whatever you're doing out there, gives you some very stable stand on who you are and what you are, and also give you dignity. Because you can imagine, if you don't have that identity and you've been working for 35 years like I have been, and then you are lacking food or basic payment of basic bills, then you are actually hitting on your dignity. You'd rather be looking forward to some money that is not enough to pay all the bills, and your headache is how to manage that and to position that into the various requirements. That you have money to buy your grocery, and it might not be enough to give you the luxury, but you have enough to buy the basic, some food that you can eat in the family, and you're not going to borrow from anyone. Now that is protecting your dignity, and that is the identity I was actually looking for, that I should have something that I'm waking up in the morning, go and start doing some work. Because if you've been working for 35 years, you cannot just wake up in the morning, sit and do nothing. You cannot wake up in the morning, sit and and you don't have anywhere to go, because the other people that you could be visiting, they're busy building up their lives. And that is the kind of identity I was looking for. And that identity creates also a standard that is consistent, a standard that is going to be a routine. Like, I wake up in the morning, I know that I have something looking forward to, that I know I have a class that I am attending to. And that is why this product was very, very attractive to me. So I decided, now I've gone through the blueprint and I have seen what the system is giving. And I've seen this can work for me. It can give me a purpose. It can give me an income eventually. It can also give me an identity. And I jumped in and I paid the entry level system, which is the Launchpad. And I am glad I made that decision. That was about 5 months ago. I am very glad that I did make that decision, because within the period, what I have learned is that it is a continuous learning. It is a continuous understanding of the business. And even if you were to do physical business, the digital lessons that you have in these e-learning program are enough to get you out there. So going back to the identity, the program allows you to start creating that identity on the online ecosystem. So I have an account which is www.leadfusionke.com, and that is my identity now on the online ecosystem. And even when I come to TikTok, my greatest effort is to make sure that you identify with me as the owner of that space on the online ecosystem. Then the other thing that this system did, and which was quite very interesting, it is very, very well organized. It has modules. So I started going through the modules, and the first module is quite interesting because you are able to see what others are doing out there. You're able to see what is in the market, and what other people are building, because in the classroom, of course, you are not alone. You are with many other people who are also contributing. So especially when you go to the lives, you have people who are contributing, and they're able to say what is in their space and what they are trying to sell. And that becomes extremely interesting, because many times we lack to identify with that one thing that we are about to deal with. And if you are not careful, you'll be learning things, you'll be shooting in the dark, not knowing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So at the moment, we are doing that 11K in 30 days run. That is not part of the module. That is part of the growth. It is in the classroom, but it is part of the growth that we have. And you go all the way to 30 days, and you are learning on how you can make not 11K Kenya shillings, but 11,000 US dollars in 30 days. And this is a step-by-step training that I realized over and above the training, the classroom that you are in. You have these other mentorship webinars, mentorship classes, mentorship learning that you have that are taking you through on what you can do to get yourself through into the digital world. And for sure that became an extremely exciting period for me. And going back to the setup of the program, we also now started looking at things like how do you position yourself on the social media, and that was the best thing that I ever did, where I am able to actually have the courage to open a TikTok account, and I can actually go live today on TikTok, and that is to the best of my knowledge, triggered by the good learning that I have done, and the great step-by-step training that you get on the classroom. Then on top of that, you get trainings on how you can build your empire, how you're going to start step by step now. you continue bit by bit. Every day is a day of improving, so you focus and you are completely disciplined to stay connected to your goals. And mentioning about goals, it's a program that even as you start, you are going through goal settings and you're putting up your strategy. I do understand that we are all on the online ecosystem, but we all do not have the same strategy. We don't all have the same goals. So you need to put down your goals. What do you want to achieve? We could be having the same product that we're selling, but the goals are totally different. And I'll give you my goals on this program. And I know this is completely different from many others who are selling the same product. My goal was first to have a purpose, and I have gotten that. I have gotten a purpose that gets me up in the morning, and I go to the community and I'm able to see what others are doing. I follow others and see what they are posting online. I also interact with like-minded entrepreneurs, especially the retirees, and I'm able to discuss and talk to people who are speaking the same language as I speak. That for me was the first purpose, a first goal, and I got that. And the second goal was to learn digital skills. When we talk of digital skills, it includes other things like digital marketing. It includes other things like being able, social media. It includes other things like being able to do what you can do to create your space online. That is your branding. It takes you through on how you're going to take your space on the online ecosystem, and even gives you the kind of population that is to be looking at your products. And this goes on. And with that, I have to say that I have completely managed to achieve a bit of that. It is work in progress, and it continues because what I have learned so far, a bit of digital marketing, which is completely has changed my ways of looking at things, because now I know you need to be able to sit down as you put in up your goals and your strategy. You have to have in mind who your ideal audience are, and that was in the classroom of the digital marketing, and it is continuing so that I can have a proper way of doing marketing and putting up my strategies as I have laid them down. So that is a work in progress. The other goal that I had was to learn how to do content creation, which is also part of the digital skills that we are learning, where you create engaging content. That has not yet very been established, but it is work in progress. And I believe what I started with is improving day by day. The most other interesting thing was I know artificial intelligence, and I know that there are tools that are there on artificial intelligence. I do give artificial intelligence training, and I also have programs that we have designed with my team, and we sell to corporates, we sell to businesses on how they can change the way they operate their businesses and embrace artificial intelligence for HR, for sales and marketing. That is where you are reducing keying in of orders and have a form that is being read, so that is robotic. And we also have designed a program that is really changing the way insurances work, and especially at the front level, where insurance companies need to gauge the risks that are there and whatever has happened, so that they can, all the work that is taken by a human and the documents that are required, that is something that we have documented in terms of artificial intelligence, so that the system can be prompting that and can also assist the users to be able to know that they have gotten all the documents and they can now move to the next level. Now, with all that in mind, I also needed to know I make these systems, I do the settings of the systems with my team, but how can I utilize the system, the same artificial intelligence, to boost my digital marketing? And that is something that comes in, and I'm always very, very glad and very attentive when we are going through the artificial intelligence trainings, and also you have the tools that are there that will increase your productivity, will create content for you faster, and it will streamline business processes very, very well. And for here, what I've seen that has worked for me, especially the emails, because the emails that I receive on a probably weekly basis are in thousands, and I may not be able to reply to all of them. And so what happens is that the system is able to pick them and put them into a certain format, so that even my work of looking at who is coming to my account, who is my potential lead, becomes very much easier and a little bit professional. And that is why we are there to build a business that is professional, and that is why we are learning digital skills. The other thing that I have actually was in my goals and has been achieved by the digital skills is sales psychology. I have never done sales. I have never been at the front end. I've always been at the back end. Like I said, I work with programmers. I do the IT work at the back end and create programs. And these programs are always done at the back end, never public facing, never customer facing. And therefore, our sales techniques are to zero. And coming from that area to now from the server room and to the boardroom, because where I'm seated, this is what I call my boardroom, and this is what I call my business. And from the server room to the boardroom, where you are the one who is making the decision as a CEO, and most importantly, you're the person who is doing the sales. You need to have the sales psychology, understand customer behavior, and improve your communication and selling skills. And that is what I'm doing. Even holding this live session is something that I first go out, come back, and I am wondering, what am I going to tell that person who will be listening to me today, and how am I going to impact their lives? Am I going to make sense, or I'm going to throw them away? And the goals will go on and on and on and on. The other thing and most important thing that was and is my part of the goal, and it is part of the strategy that I have created for this 2026, is the strategy or the goal of ensuring that I package my experience and start selling it as a digital product. So I will be selling the e-learning, which is the product that I'm using to learn all this, and I will also be learning on how I can package that, which is coming up very well. I've already done 2 books which are already out there, and they're selling on the on Amazon. And I am now putting up contents on artificial intelligence, which is a classroom that is already ongoing. It is free for those who are on my team on the Legacy Launch program, but for the others, the classroom is at a fee. So if you follow me, then you can also benefit from all other products that I'm selling. But that is the essence of joining this program. So the program is not just you getting the training materials or the digital marketing course and stay there. You must learn from that digital marketing course, and that is what's the difference between this Legacy Builder program and other programs. Because for this one, every module that you take, you are encouraged to go out there, and you have actually homework that you do, and the homework is for you to go out there, try out what you have learned, try out on the lives what you have learned. Don't worry about making mistakes. All of us are starting from somewhere, and I believe that in a year's time I'll not be the same person that I am on the online ecosystem. I will have learned quite a lot, I will have changed quite a lot, and I will have aligned with the expectation in a better way. And I will also be in a position to present my company in even a better way. But I have to start somewhere, because I cannot afford to employ somebody to run my social media account. And I need to go to the social media and be able to sell. And I need to go to the social media and be able to sell something that can be bought by somebody out there. And being an IT person, might be the one thing that I can sell immediately is artificial intelligence. And that is because everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. But I need to be focused on what else I can do. If you have been there, you've been an HR person, all your years you've been in HR, and you have retired, you have a lot of wealth that you can package and start selling to people as a digital product. And this is not something that you're selling to people in your geographical location. It's something that you're selling to people who are even out there. The digital world has made a world become a local village or a digital village. So any person who is out there is just a content away from you. It's just a screen away from you. So you can sell to any person who is going online. And that is the beauty of all this. So that expertise that you have accumulated a lot of experience, a lot of expertise, a lot of things that you do, not by the book, but because they work otherwise. Those are the things you put together and start selling them as a digital product. And that is something that I have learned from this course. And that's what I'm saying. You don't learn the course and just sit there and wait for selling the course itself without understanding what it does. It is a very, very wealthy course. A course that first gives you the chance to sell the product as your first digital product. And the reason why you have that is, one, whatever you are learning from the course, you need to put it into practice. And if you don't have a digital product to sell, then it will be difficult for you to put it into practice. So you earn master reseller right immediately you purchase the course. And that is a full business in a box, because ideally you can survive with that business alone without bringing others. And you can build a new you that you're able to execute a lot of what you have without waiting for any other motivation from anybody else. And that is something that I like about what I am doing with the system. And all I needed to do was to pay for the product. Now, the benefits that I've gotten from the system are not in terms of income. All that I've mentioned now is everything but not income. But the income bit now comes in a very strong way. Assuming that you haven't yet created another product, and it will take time for you to create another digital product. So the only product that you're going to have is this one product, which is the Legacy Builder course, which is an e-learning course on digital marketing, on digital skills. Now, if that is the only thing you're selling, and you purchase that product at $100, of course, when you're coming in, you're signing in, because we said you're going to have your identity, you will need to buy a domain where you put your name in as you want to identify yourself. And you also need to pay for the hosting of the website. And that's all you need to pay. And that comes up to about $39. And that $39 is the same for all the modules. It doesn't matter which one you're picking. But out of the courses that you're going to buy, you're going to buy courses that are within your range, starting from $100, which is the lowest and it's the entry level. Now, when you buy it at $100 and you pay your $39, There is nothing else you need to buy or you need to pay going forward. So you buy this course once, and you get full master reseller rights where you are able to start selling the product to anybody who is willing to buy the product from you. And when you sell the product, the $100, which is now the profit, comes back to you, because the person is going to pay $139. The $39 is to pay for their domain, so it doesn't come to you. And also to pay for the website, which doesn't come back to you. That is their product. That is their identity they are creating. So they are buying their space on the online ecosystem, and that has got nothing to do with the course. But the course now comes and sit on that, on your identity, on that space that you have bought. And that course becomes your product 100%, and you can sell it to anyone. You can sell it to anyone and everyone who is logging in. And once you sell it, you keep 100% of the profit. The $100 that the person will pay for the course is yours. It doesn't go, you don't get a commission. It doesn't go anywhere. You get the full 100%. What does that mean? On the minimum, if you can be able to sell to at least one person in a month, then at the end of the month, you have an income of $100 per month, which is equivalent, those who are in Kenya, to 13,000 Kenya shillings. If you manage to sell to 2 people in a month, then that's to mean that you have 26,000 Kenya shillings every month. If you're able to sell to 10 people in a month, then that's to mean that you are able to make 100,000 every month. And if you're able to sell to 30 people, that every day you're selling the course to somebody, then at the end of the day, you're able to make $3,000, which is more or less equivalent to 390,000 Kenya shillings. Now, the beauty of this is that this money is all yours, and that is where the income is coming in. And this is where that income, even if you're making the first one, where you're making only one sale per month to one person, then you're making $100, 13,000 Kenya shillings, and you can complement your pension for those who are retired. You can complement your regular monthly income for those who are employed. You can complement your monthly profit for those who are in business, and that is how this program changes your life in terms of skills, and in terms of how you're making an extra stream of income. Now, assuming you buy the one that is $900, which is the most recommended, it has a lot more than the $100, and it has a lot more for you to sell. And actually, now for serious business-minded person who is aggressively selling the product to various people. Now, the beauty with this is that if you buy the $900, the turnaround point of your return on investment will be very high, because you buy the 900, you can sell to somebody who wants the one for $100. You can sell to somebody who wants the one for $300, and you can sell to that person who wants the one for $600. So in a day, instead of concentrating on that one person who is going just to buy one for $100, you can sell to 4 people. Who one is buying the one for $100, another one is coming in to buy the one for $300, the other one is buying the one for $600, and the other one is buying the one for $900. And that's why I said when I was opening, we are in a run that is $11,000 in 30 days. And if you're on the $900 one, then you will be definitely be changing your income because you will be learning how to make $11,000 in a much easier way, with a better return on investment way, in a better way of even addressing the issues that are out there, because you have all the tools and the mechanism that comes with the full product, and you also have other materials and knowledge that you're getting from the product, because it has several other courses, it has several other ways of mentorship, it has several other, it's a full package that is actually discussing business to business. When you go to the mentorship, it's not about convincing you on how to purchase, but it is talking about how you are going to build your business. Those are two different things. So when you buy the $100, you are in a position where somebody is still convincing you on how you're supposed to be fully into this business. But when you have the $900 one, then you are a business partner. Your conversation with the other people in the community changes. Your conversation with other stakeholders changes, because the conversation is about how to build a business, how to now improve on the discipline and to build on the action. So even if we are all going through a certain discipline, a certain identity, a certain focus, we all are playing differently depending with where we land. You can start with $100, but based on how you're selling, you can improve that. The beauty is you only buy once. There is no running cost. There is no monthly subscription. There is nothing. There's no annual subscription. You buy once. And once you buy once, even after a year, you want to upgrade to the 900, you pay the difference, which is $800. If you want to upgrade to the 300 and gradually grow your account, which is most encouraged, you will pay only the difference, and you will go opening more potential skills for yourself as you grow. Now, in this program, and that's the reason why I have the slide that is on the screen, I have gone through these once, and I'm going it through the second time. The first time I went through the 90 days transformation is when I immediately signed into the program. It didn't make sense then, but I decided that I need to rerun that, because it is my program, it is my course, the content is in my account, so I can keep on going to and fro. I can keep on even replaying the contents of the webinars, because they come into your account, so you can be able to replay them. So I was going through the 90 days transformation, and in something that really came out is that we need to have the identity, the discipline, and the action. And we need to have our areas of focus, which is one, the standards and the consistency. So go live weekly, go live daily, build your authority through content, and show up anyway. It doesn't matter whether you are selling or whether you're not selling. Anytime you go online, you're growing. Anytime you go to the classroom, you're growing. Anytime you take the materials that are in the webinar, you're growing. And that knowledge is yours, and it is an asset. You have it. You don't know the time and day you will need that knowledge. And every time you learn something new, you are actually changing your life. Identify anchor, that is for you to define your own identity that we have spoken about in lengthy. Reflection on growth. You need to have your goals. You need to be very, very intentional on how you want to grow. It doesn't matter whether others are growing faster than you. It doesn't matter whether you are feeling very uncomfortable on the online ecosystem, but you must step in and start motivating yourself. Do not give up. Keep on going. The internet is very noisy, and there are many people who come up with so many negative things about what it is that you're doing and what you're selling. Do not stop there because you are intimidated. No, that intimidation should actually take you back to your goals, and you must keep on reflecting on your growth and how you're going to grow your business, and what does your future self look like, and how would it be different from how it is today? Start thinking of introducing yourself as the next best version of yourself, the next future best version of yourself. So that has to mean that every day there is a better person, there is a better you. So today I have achieved something, tomorrow there will be a better me, and I have to keep on going back to class. I have to keep on studying with other people. I have to keep on going to the community to see what every other person is saying. And this community, when I talk of community, the one for the legacy builder, there are 60,900 and something members. Now, 60,000 people have signed into this system, and the number is growing. That number could be you selling to other people. And the more you sell, the more you now have your group of people, group of customers, that you can now create your own community, and you will be the mentor. You have been mentored by somebody, then you will mentor somebody. And that is the journey in which I have said I have my own goals, and that is the journey in which I am in. That right now I am being mentored, and I am being taken through these digital skills by somebody who has hands-on on the system, have continuously made 6 figures for themselves, and they have really grown a business and a stable business for themselves. And the reason why I'm going through the course is not to just be there and saying that I'm selling the course that was introduced by somebody else. And I believe that that person would be happier if I was able to now learn from there, put together something that is identified with me, and I am able to build my own community, and I am able to mentor a few other people. And for you, once you get in, you also do the same. So it is always passing forward, and that growth is the growth that we're talking about. Don't lose focus on it, because that is what is going to make the purpose more interesting and more focused. So build the new you, focus and be disciplined. The fact that you're the CEO of your life doesn't mean that you wake up in the morning and decide not to go online, or decide you don't want to post any content, because after all, yesterday, by the way, in my current Facebook, not Facebook, but TikTok account, I hardly get more than 10 viewers, let alone likes. Likes is another different story, viewers. But I wake up every day and say, I don't know where this is headed to, but because I'm getting other views on Facebook, I am getting views on Instagram, I'm getting views on LinkedIn, and I'm also posting things on the free ad sites. And that is something else I learned in this course, that there are so many free ad sites where you post your ad every morning, and you get people hitting your account continuously and wanting to know what you're selling. So you don't just sell from one area, you don't just sell from TikTok, you sell from all the social media handles that you have. And more over and above that, you have the websites that are free, where you can post your content and direct people to where you're selling. And the beauty of this is that everything is automated. You do not need to employ an accountant who will be collecting this money for you. And the reason why I say that is because I am very, very positive that the money that is coming to my account is money that would otherwise require an accountant to make sure that the money is being paid into. But the system is very, very automated. So the AI and automation is my accountant. So mine is just to make sure the content is going out there, and there's somebody who is going to see it. There's a retiree who is going to see it. There is a student who is going to see it. There is somebody who is in the corporate world who is going to see it, and they will want to purchase from me. And when they do want to purchase from me, the system will guide them on to the area of purchasing. They purchase, they get their content, they get their credentials, they open up their account, and they are able to run. Now, where I come in is where I'm holding their hand, where I'm giving them mentorship, and where I'm guiding them. And that, as the numbers grow, that's why I say that it will be a position where I'll be needing to put up a community where I can guide people continuously and with a focus of helping them. Having said that, I do hold Friday webinars, and those who are going to sign up, even if you sign up today, you become part of that webinar. So it is on Friday at 7 p.m. and it is on Zoom. So once you sign up, I'll get your email address and I share the link through email. And you're most welcome on that webinar. We are able to discuss more, and we are able to talk about anything and everything that is around this system, and how you can grow yourself, and how you utilize all the information that is in the course. Because other than the course that you're buying, there are so many other benefits that you have. There are so many other bonuses that you get from the system, and there's a lot of mentorship that you get from other people. So this program ideally is supposed to be a repeat thing. So for example, your daily reinforcement is to repeat your identity statement morning, before work, before sleep, and anchor the new identity internally. And then from there you transform into a growth mindset shift that you come from I need to learn more to I need to become more. Growth is identity based. So change that narrative. Start with the signing of the course. Start learning, and on day one, start thinking of why. The why in the learning, the why in the buying of the course, and the why in the learning of the course is for you to become more. And how you becoming more? You become more by improving on your skills and improving on your bank account, on the monies that you're earning, on the income streams that you have, and building your legacy, that you don't get worried about where the money is going to come from for buying your grocery. That is basic. But you also start thinking about where can you invest this money so that it can be working for you in your old age. If you make that money today, and in the next few years you have some significant money that you can be able to put in an investment account, then you have passive income, and you can stop worrying about how your pension will be affected by inflation, because now you've created another stream of income. So action and accountability: complete your identity statement, share it with the community. You can share it on your TikTok account, because right now you're not in the community. But this is an example of what I was sharing with you, that when whatever it is that we are studying, we always have homework. And here on the number 8 slide, which is the part of the lessons that we were taking, is where you are supposed actually to do some work. And that work, let me push this up here. That work is actually to where you're doing number 8 here, is some work that you're being given to complete your identity statement. And this is should go in line with your focus, your whys, and your strategy, and the goals that you're setting, and share it within the community. So mine, I shared the community. It will attract other reactions. It will be something that will be discussed by a few or many people who are identified with it, and that is how we are mentoring one another, and from there engage and stay accountable. Every day, wake up, do something that is going to move your identity forward. Every day, wake up and respond to something that is moving to your identity forward. Every day, wake up and make a decision that is going to move your identity forward. And for that, I must say that I personally have been very, very transformed, if I may put it that way, by this system, and a system that I did not contribute even a single cent to build. I did not even participate in how it was or how it is going to fulfill my needs, but it is a system that is aligning with a lot of what my intentions were, and that is why I bought this system, because the cause is to die for, and the cause is adding to the things that I would have liked to do as an individual on the online ecosystem. So if you're making that decision today, you can comment start, and I will get back to you. You can also go to my website. Just go to my website. Website is it is a link on my bio, and you can put in your email address, and I'll get back to you with a free blueprint. What I know, I have been asked by many people what blueprint means. Blueprint is just as a manuscript that helps you to understand what these courses are about, and how, one, you're going to improve your skills, and two, how you're going to improve on your income, and the potential income streams that these digital skills course is offering. That is what the blueprint is, so that by the time you're making your decision, you make an informed decision, that you will not be feeling like, did I have to do this? But you'll be doing this knowing that I am going to change and transform and look at growth, and not how what the mistakes are made, and start purposefully and intentionally start growing from there on. Now, this point in time, I have been here for almost an hour, and I am glad that you have joined today. And please, if you are online for reasons that are to grow you, and reasons that are to grow your income, I believe that you need to have a course. I know there are many free courses online, but this is a course that is not just there to assist you. If I do a course, I have courses that are online. The course that I will do and post online for free is a course that is not going to take everything. I'm not going to sell all my knowledge or push all my knowledge for free. It is a course that is going to just give you the tips and give you some directions. It's going to probably talk about the basics. But if you want to have something that is teaching you with the details that you probably would be looking for, that is also allowing you to do some hands-on, so that you can improve yourself, and that those hands-on are becoming your business, or you becoming what digital products you want to sell out there. And it's also becoming your identity, then this is the course to go for. And if you like, please follow me and like my content, and most importantly, click the link in my bio. Let me have your email, so that we can also start a conversation in the webinars. You don't have to stay there if it is not for you. Once you come in and you see it's not for you, you are free to unsubscribe. But I always say, try it. You will not get disappointed, and we will grow together. And like I said, I am proud. I am a proud retiree, waking up. In fact, at some stage, I was very, very worried about the word retirement. But today, I am very happy that I did, because after this, I have other things to attend to. So this is my office. Like I said, this space I am in, this is my boardroom. It's my office. It is my sales office. It is where I do everything. And I meet people in this space, because I'm meeting all of you in this space, because I have decided to go online. So if you decide to go online and you want to sign up, kindly reach out to me, and I will assist. Otherwise, God bless you. Have a very blessed journey on the online space. There is a reason why you've come here, and believe me, God knows, and He's going to award you. Keep on showing up, keep on coming online anytime, every time, and keep on doing what you are guided to do and what your strengths are. And I believe that with God's help, you will be able to achieve the goals that you're setting for yourself. Have a blessed afternoon and a blessed weekend ahead.